Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing review series videos I've been doing for a while now. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's raining out. Not a lot I can do about that. It was just a nice, dreary, overcast day. And then I actually tried to do this review that I'm going to do. And then I ran out of storage space, so I had to delete a bunch of stuff. And by the time it fully deleted, rain. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. We'll go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom, it's my Tim Skold shirt. Which, if you are not familiar with Mr. Tim Skold, he is a musician. He has been active in the sort of rock, metal, industrial scene since the 90s at least. He's worked with a lot of big name people, though he himself is not, like a household name. But chances are that he's worked with somebody that you're familiar with because he's been doing it for such a long time. I became aware of him. He was part of the Twisted Metal 4 soundtrack, the PlayStation game. Did a song called Chaos. I've always loved that song, and when I became aware of the individual behind it, I became a fan. I was fortunate enough, earlier this year, I got to see him perform live. I'm actually going to get to see him perform live time I'm doing this in just a few days, this upcoming Sunday. I have some videos of performances of his that I've been to. They are on the channel, just in case you're interested. But anyway, what is it that I'm reviewing for you folks that I already tried to review and failed? Well, I definitely need it because my throat is just full of goo. We're doing, boom! It's a lemonade, but not just any lemonade. It is Nantucket Nectars squeezed lemonade, not from concentrate, all natural ingredients, lemonade, blah, 15% juice. It's this! Look at it. It's lemonade-y. Ha 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 ha. I love lemonade, and I've reviewed a number of lemonades on the show. I got this actually from Potbelly. I went over there, I did an order for them. I got some soup, I got some sandwiches, both of which are going to be reviewed. And I wanted to drink. They had this available, and I'd never heard of Nantucket Nectar, so I was like, what the hell? Let's give it a go. So, shake it up, because you got to shake up the lemonade. Let's see how it is. It has a nice, citrusy kind of scent to it, but it's not, that strong. So, Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Wow. For something that didn't have that strong of a scent, it sure fucking packs a lot of flavor. Unfortunately, I don't know that it's flavor that I'm super big on. It's super duper lemony. The thing is, obviously, lemonade tastes are going to vary from person to person pretty substantially. For me personally, you want to get a mix between the sweetness, kind of a refreshing flavor, and that tartness. You want to find that balance. For me, that balance is I like some tartness, for sure. I want it to have bite. I want to have that nice, kind of acidic, citrus taste to it. A little punch. But I do want it to be somewhat evened out so that it has a proper contrast. You get that mix of the sweet and the sour. With this, boy oh boy, that's a lot of sour. That reminds me of when I was a kid one time and I went over there and my grandma had pantry full of seasoning and stuff and everything. And I found one of those little plastic lemons. And of course, contained some straight lemon juice, and boy, oh boy, was I an unhappy little kid. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, it's tart to the point of being a little bit abrasive. Because again, I like the tartness. I like that acidic taste. But when it lingers too long, it really goes from tart to just straight sour, and then that's where I kind of, it's not my favorite thing. Yeah. The initial taste isn't too bad. Um, it works out pretty well. It has a better kind of mixed quality to it. But once, because the sweetness is very limited in this. Once that sweetness pretty much completely backs out, it really is just like a straight, like, sour citrus taste. Ah, I could see using this in certain circumstances. Like, it actually kind of works out a little bit for me right now, because like I said, I got some crud in my throat at the moment. So in that regard, yeah, it's definitely going to do a decent job of helping to clear some of that stuff out. And I could see it's something, I could see it being a drink that I would grab, like, when I've just woken up. Because a lot of times when I wake up, man, like, I'm just, like, my throat is, kind of clogged up, my nose is clogged up, my eyes are messed up, like, I'm just, like, barely alive, Something like this, not only would it help kind of loosen some of that shit up, but then on top of that, it's got such a striking flavor, it would definitely help kind of jolt me awake a little bit. But for purely pleasurable drinking, I don't know that it's my thing. Yeah. I don't hate it or anything, but it's definitely not really at all. I mean, I guess I'll say this much. I prefer it than if it were just too sweet. Because I would say that, again, that balance between the sweet and sour, this is too sour for me. I think it's just too sour. It makes me kind of pucker up a little bit. That's a little bit too much. But I'd rather it have that, little extra sour and have that bite to it than just be too sweet and not have it at all. So I guess it has that going for it. But outside of that, yeah, man, it's just, and I wouldn't even say that it has, like, because, I mean, it says it's, like, 15% juice. It doesn't even really, it has, like, more of, like, a lemon juice kind of taste to it than a lemonade kind of taste to it. And it's not what I would consider a particularly refreshing drink or anything. It's just kind of there. Yeah, I mean, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with probably not, and maybe. Pretty much the only way I would get this again was if I had a day where I was just, just felt like, again, I just was too congested or whatever. This might be something to kind of punch through that a little bit with that acidity. But really outside of that, it's not a lemonade. I don't think it's like a terrible quality lemonade, I guess. I think it's just one that's not to my tastes. But even beyond that, like I said, I don't think it's particularly refreshing or anything. Like, it doesn't really hit most of the notes that I want out of a good lemonade. So for me, I don't think I would get it again just because. If I'm recommending it, if everything I've described you feel the opposite about in a lemonade, then I would give it a shot. Because if you're somebody, I mean, obviously there's a market for it. It's a product. It exists. So I'm sure there are people out there who prefer a more sour style lemonade. Maybe in Nantucket, as it were. Maybe that's the style of lemonade that they do. I ain't trying to hate on Nantucket lemonade or anything like that. Just, myself being from Illinois, I have a different opinion on what a proper lemonade should kind of taste like. But, I'm sure there's people out there that like it, but it's just, I think for most people, if you're more familiar with, kind of classical, conventional style lemonades, I think that for a lot of people, this would just be a bit much. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly lemonade-tastic rest of your life. Because, like, really good lemonade, whether it's this or, any brand that you might be partial to, I mean, hey, man, lemonade's a great drink. There's a reason why the main character in Afro Samurai was always drinking it. Oh, yeah, I'm going back that far. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Because you're going to do, folks, you're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. As much as I'm super psyched to be going to a concert in a few days. I think I got a concert like a couple days after that. Like, I'm enjoying myself, At the end of the day, man, it's like there's still things in our lives that can bring us down and stress us out and frustrate us. And, when we run into those situations, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're from Nantucket, and maybe you're going to watch this review and you're going to be like, damn it, Brandon, you have gone over there and defiled the honor of the glorious history of Nantucket lemonade, and for that, you must pay. You're like, all right, well, okay, Nantucket, so how are we doing this thing? Are we, pistols at dawn, or, we just going to fisticuffs this whole thing? And, it's like, no, you're going to go over there, you're going to have to fight the entire, provisional Nantucket militia. I mean, okay, I guess, but, I'm going to lose. I'm probably not going to beat one militia guy, because presumably they're a militia person, and, I would think that they probably keep up with the cardio and stuff like that. Realistically, all you got to do with me is just fucking run around for long enough. I got asthma and I'm fat and I'm out of shape. I ain't gonna catch you. So if I get a hold of you, maybe, I could use my weight to my advantage a little bit, but that's about the best I could do for you. So, and then after that, just realistically, I'm not even gonna fight back. I'll just go over there and give you the win. I don't need to get the shit kicked out of me by all of Nantucket. Or conversely, maybe the fine folks of Nantucket won't even mind the goofy-ass opinion of fat guy from Illinois with a Tim Skull shirt.